Anybody that knows me knows that I do not like to cook. He was like, what is this? You're so cheesy. Love is not enough. What? Are we winning AMVCA?
Girl, I need you. How many times do I want you? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed when you undressed.
Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am back with another video. Yay! Welcome. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi lovely, my name is Barbara. In today's video, we're going to be very chill. We're just going to be gisting, nothing too serious. I just want to talk about something very personal to me, and with me is my diary. So whenever I'm in my feelings or I just want to express myself, I always go to my diary. And now that I have a YouTube channel, I'm so excited because I get to talk to you guys. Today I want to talk about what marriage has taught me. I do not have all the experience, but I do know that for this short period that I've been married, I have come to learn so much about myself. And marriage has opened my eyes to so many things I did not understand, things that I thought I knew. I think I'd love to share with you guys. One of the first things I came to understand was the concept of oneness. You know, when you attend a wedding and they say a man will leave his father and his mother and he will stick to his wife and they will become one flesh. I thought I understood what that meant. It wasn't until I got married that I really grasped what it meant. I came to see that I am now part of a team, and it takes both members of that team to make it work. If I as an individual put in only 50% of what I have and he puts in only 50%, that gives us 100. 100 is not bad, right? But what happens when I give my 100 and he gives his 100? We put it together, that is above the expected percentage. That makes it even work more than it's supposed to. So what am I saying? To put it in perspective, if you have a football team where you have defenders, strikers, as individuals, they're very good footballers. I mean, Ronaldo is a good footballer, Messi is a good footballer, but why doesn't Messi play alone on a pitch? Why doesn't Ronaldo play alone? Because they work better in a team. If you put all the footballers together and you put them on a pitch and let them play, you get to see the chemistry. You get to see how a team is supposed to work together. And that is how it is with marriage. I came to understand that I cannot do this on my own. I cannot say that, oh, as much as I'm a wife, I'm going to keep thinking for myself or doing things for only myself. No. I have to consider my husband. Consider that we are both from different backgrounds. And so when we come together and work together, we make marriage work. I did not understand what that meant in literal terms before. Now I do. The next thing that marriage has taught me is to be spontaneous. Spontaneity plays a very big role in keeping the spark alive. Sometimes when I do random things for Michael, I love the way his face beams with joy. The smile on his face just makes me feel like I've done something very spectacular for him. It could be as little as telling him I love you when he's on a business call. It could be very, very random. It could be, I remember some time ago, I started to do something that I noticed he really loved, and it was a motivation for me to continue. So after dishing his food in his workplace, putting it in his lunch bag, I would write, I don't have them here, I would have shown you a sample of what I'm talking about. I would write a very sweet love note on a sticky note, and then I just attach it to his food container, and then I zip it. The first time he went to work and he was about to have lunch, he pulled out the plate and then he saw it and he called me. He was like, what is this? You're so cheesy. I know, but it's just a wonderful way of letting him know how much I care about him, how much he means the world to me. And other times, if I'm not writing notes for him, I'm putting it in his lunch bag. I'm writing notes on a sticky paper and I'm placing it on the fridge. I used to have so many of those sticky notes. I don't know. I wish I brought them out to show you guys. But my point is, spontaneity, things that are done at random, just makes the heart rejoice. It makes the heart just go boo 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 boo, for lack of better words. So yeah, please try as much as you can to be spontaneous. Take a weekend off. Just go sightseeing together. Do something that wasn't planned and just see how both of you would be refreshed, feel so aglow and in love with each other. The next thing that marriage has taught me is the fact that love is not enough. It's not enough. When you're dating, you're telling each other, baby, I love you, and he's like, baby, I love you too. You're the sugar, you're the sugar in my tea, you're the this and my that. When you get married, it's a completely different ballgame. It's like you're moving from backstage to center stage, and you're trying as much as you can to live through reality. You get to see each other's flaws under the marriage microscope. You get to see that I didn't know you had this thing going for you. I didn't know that this was a flaw that you had. Even if I knew you had it, I didn't know it was this bad. What happens on days when you feel like you can't take it anymore? You just feel like, oh my God, I'm going to... What happens in those days? Sometimes it may feel like you want your own personal space. When that happens, it is very important to be able to tap into other qualities like patience, kindness, endurance, tolerance. These other qualities, even compassion, these other qualities would help you to be more forgiving, to tolerate your partner's excesses and flaws, to help you see beneath the surface and help you to appreciate him better, appreciate her better for who she is. Cultivating these qualities will help you to remember that your partner is more than the flaws that they exhibit. So just saying, I love you, baby, I love you too, is not enough. Marriage does not thrive only on the love that you display to each other. They're like building materials that you use in building your house. So cement is not the only thing you need in building that house. You're going to need blocks, you're going to need water, you're going to need POP for the ceiling, you're going to need different things. And so learning to inculcate all these other qualities will help you to appreciate your partner more on days when it feels like you cannot take it anymore because of the flaws that they have. The next thing that I have come to learn when it comes to marriage is the fact that no one wins an award for the best argument. So if I raise my voice and I'm telling him that you did this to me, and he does the same thing, who's going to give us an award? Are we winning AMVCA? Or are we winning an Oscar? Or are we winning a Grammy? No. So why do we have to raise our voices at each other? There's absolutely no need to do that. And I've also come to learn that as much as he might have offended me, the way that I relay my feelings to him in telling him that this is what you did to me, if I am not careful, I might end up being the offender. So I have to be considerate with my words. I have to try as much as I can to state my business in a very polite way, considering that If I'm not careful, tables are going to turn and it's going to be a very big problem. This is also true with the fact that saying sorry doesn't hurt anyone. Before I got married, saying sorry was a very big issue to me. I could say sorry. Sorry was not a problem per se, but meaning it, saying sorry and really meaning it from my heart, for it being genuine, was a problem for me until I got married and Michael would do something and say sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. My love, I'm sorry. It was very easy for him. And so I had to learn from him. I learned how to apologize and mean it from watching him. So now when I do something and I know that I've done something wrong to him, it is easier for me to now walk up to him and say, guy, see, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous. Sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe give him a peck on the cheek. That does the job, always. Another thing that I have come to learn is to respect his choices. His hobbies are different from my hobbies. Michael likes spy CIA movies. He likes basketball. He likes football. He's into tech, finance. Those things appeal to him, but not so much to me. So would that make me antagonize him and say, oh, why are you watching this? You don't even know what you're watching. No. I have to respect his choices, respect what he likes, and sometimes show a bit of interest. Once in a while, when I see that he's watching basketball, I'm like, babe, what's up? Who's winning? Or when he's watching football, I'm like, where's Aubameyang? Where's Messi? I don't have to do these things. Give you an example. If your spouse likes to bake and you don't, it's okay to give him space. It's okay to give her space and just let him do his thing. Bake. Just find his way around baking. At the same time, show that you're a little interested in what he's doing. You could say, hi babe, what's up? Do you need my help with anything? How's your baking coming along? Do you need me to go grocery shopping for you to help you get stuff you need for your baking? It shows that you are interested in the things that he likes as much as they're not your personal interest. To put in perspective, sometimes I hear Michael humming some Korean songs. Sometimes I just hear him go, I'm like, that's my song. That's a Korean song. How do you know that song? And he's like, you play it a lot, so now I know it. And the next thing he's like, who even sang that song? It's a good song. It's nice. These things don't appeal to him, but because he respects my choices, he's able to let me do my thing, but still show a bit of interest in the things that I like. And I do the same thing to him as well. When I was single, I could care less about cooking. I hated cooking. Ooh la la, I hated it. My mom would talk. She would be like, this girl, you don't want to come and learn how to cook. Even when I finally learned how to cook, I just didn't like to do it. It was one of my least favorite things to do. When I got married, I just one day realized that I was cooking delicacies. Today I'll cook oha soup, tomorrow I'll cook afang soup, next time I'll cook vegetable, next thing I'm doing jollof pasta, jollof rice, I'm grilling chicken in the oven. Who taught me to do those things? Apart from the ones I learned from my mom, I just noticed that I was watching cooking shows. I was going to YouTube to look at people cooking. And then I realized that if you love the person that you're married to, you will go all the way out to do the things you did not know you could do. I'm not saying I like to cook now. It's still my least favorite house chore, or at least my least favorite thing to do. But when I'm doing it, I don't feel like it's a burden. I don't feel like it's a lot of work. I just find myself doing it because he loves my food. Several times I've heard him say, I beg, I want to go home and eat home cooked food. Or if we've eaten out too much, there are times when I'm like, you know what, let's eat out for a while. When we do that for some time, he's like, babe, let's go, let's eat home cooked food. Just cook for us. Let's eat homemade. I love your food. I love your food so much. And that warms my heart, and it makes me want to even cook to make him feel happy. My cousins, my friends, before I got married, they were like, how are you going to cook? You don't like to cook. Everybody that knows me knows that I do not like to cook. But when I got married, sometimes they call me, what's up, what you do? I'm cooking. Yeah, what? Or sometimes I'm cooking. Oh, what are you cooking? They'll ask casually. Oh, I'm making edikaiko. Yeah, what? Or I'm making pondo yam. Hey. Wonderful. It's usually a fun sight to see with my friends. But yeah, marriage has made me become that person. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Being married has helped me to be really appreciative. I have learned the importance of saying thank you. When little things are done for me, I could see that as it's because he's my husband. He doesn't have a choice. It's his responsibility to do them for me. So why do I have to thank him? That's a wrong notion. I have come to learn that appreciating, saying thank you to him for even helping me zip up my dress, for helping me with a cup of water, for helping me undo my shoes or buckle my shoes, or just doing the simplest of services for me. Saying thank you would help him feel appreciated and make him even want to do more for me. I have learned that with him. Little things go a long way with Michael, and so that has pushed me to always want to appreciate him in the little things. So even when he does massive things for me, spectacular things for me, it is not a difficult thing for me to say, Alma, thank you. Alma, I appreciate you. Even for going to work and coming back and putting food on our table, thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for everything that you do for us. I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you. Another thing I have come to learn is that intimacy is way more than sex. Intimacy is a lot more than the physical. Before I got married, I used to think that intimacy was only about the physical stuff. It is not. It is more than that. You could actually just sit together. I could be pressing my phone, he could be pressing his phone, I could be reading a book, he could be doing something else entirely, but just sitting in complete silence, but still being aware of each other's presence, emanating this wonderful aura that says, hi babe, I know you're busy with your stuff, but I'm still here for you. It's outstanding, honestly. Intimacy goes a long way in showing that away from the physical stuff, I can still show you that I love you. I can still prove to you that I adore you. That is why I always say that complete silence, comfortable silence is golden. Over the weekend, I was seeing a Korean drama, and Michael was, I think he was seeing Chalk. Yeah, one CIA spy thingy. And I remember standing there and I was like, oh my god, this guy is crazy. And he's like, what? And I started to explain to him what's going on in my Korean drama. And he's like, wow, he's really crazy. Okay, everybody go back to what you were doing. You know, I went back to see my drama. He continued what he was doing. And, you know, at intervals, we're just checking in on each other just to be sure that we're good. I've also come to learn that mother-in-laws are not as wicked as you think they are. Yes, I thought that I will always have to be defensive. When I got married with my mother-in-law, I did not know what she would be like to me. But when I got married, she became one of the most amazing people I have ever met in my entire life. Very compassionate, kind, peaceful. She's just, all she wants to do is call you and say, "Hello, my daughter, how are you? Are you okay?" And that melts my heart every single time. If I told you she's currently watching this video, and I just want to use this medium to tell her that, "Hi mama, I see you, I love you," that's for you. The arrangement of two families coming together, blending, not knowing each other, but then coming together and blending is phenomenal. And if you're blessed with amazing in-laws, you would see that your immediate family is not all that you need to grow as a person, as a wife, as a husband. Both families play a huge role in helping you grow into becoming a better person, a better individual, a better couple as a whole. I used to think that being independent meant living away from my parents as a single girl. I wanted to leave my father's house and go live on my own, and thought that was a sign that I had gotten to the point where I could call myself independent. But when I got married, I got to see that even as a married person living under the roof of a man, I could still be an independent person. I could still grow to become the person that I've always wanted to be, that phenomenal person, that woman that I've always wanted to be. I could still do it from my husband's house. If you're still single and you feel like marriage is a trap to prevent you from achieving your goals, to prevent you from being independent, to prevent you from pushing through your career, I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. You could do all those things while still being married. I was going through my bucket list, the bucket list I had written down for the next 5 years, and I noticed that I had ticked off 2 out of that list. I didn't even realize I had done 2 of them, and I was so impressed and so proud of myself. And when I told Michael about it, he was just shocked as well. So you can still pursue a career, you can still do anything you want to do, even while still being a married person. This I have learned while being married. Okay? Go get that career, go get that money, go get anything you want to do, and so snag yourself a very good marriage. Thank you so much, guys, for sitting with me and hearing me just cheese through how much I have enjoyed marriage and how Michael has been a spectacular partner to me. Okay, I need to stop smiling. Thank you so much for being with me till the end of this video. There's so many things I wanted to talk about, but I can't fit all of them into this video. I guess I will do that subsequently. I love you guys so much for sitting through with me. I'll see you in the next video.